Nicolettes, welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new. Recently I did a period hygienes video and a little self-promo. If you haven't seen that video, definitely check it out. But in that video I asked you if you wanted to see a period life hacks, and a lot of you said yes, so I decided to make it for you. These are just gonna be all life hacks to make that time of the month suck a little less. Thumbs up if you guys think that periods suck like I do, because who really likes that time of the month? I know I don't, and I always just want it to go away. No one invited you over. If you aren't already, make sure you're following me on my socials. I have a Facebook page, Snapchat, Twitter, and as well as Instagram. I love when you guys join me on those families. It seriously makes my day every single day. But that being said, let's just jump into the hacks. To begin, I'm just gonna talk quickly about menstrual tools. So of course there's so many different options that you can go for, but I find the two most popular still are pads and tampons. So I'm gonna give you my little tips when it comes to these two if you're kind of unsure on which one you wanna go for. Tampons are super great. I personally believe when it comes to if you're super active, maybe you have sports, if you have a long day and you're just moving around a lot, it's just really great for that. You feel it a lot less than when you're wearing pads. It's a lot more comfortable, I find. Also, there's the pad route, which I also still use pads as well, because I find pads are really great if you're just hanging out more, you're more just relaxing, you don't have too much of a go, go, go day, and also maybe if you have a lighter flow, I like to personally go for the pad option. There's so many different styles of pads, of course. If you do have a heavier flow and you like to wear pads, my tip is to go for maxi pads because they are just so much more thicker. They are meant to be better for heavier flows, and it gives you that extra protection. Personally, I love to go for pads with wings because it just secures the pad onto your underwear so that it's not sliding everywhere, and then you may have a little leakage, which nobody wants to go through, let me tell you. I don't like pads that don't have wings personally because I just don't want it to slide all over. Those are obviously two options that you can think about. Go for the option that is more comfortable for you and that you personally want to do. Like I said, there's so many other menstrual tools that you can look into and what you feel most comfortable in, because of course you want to feel as comfortable as possible near that time. This next life hack is super great if you're wearing a pad and maybe you have a long day, and that is putting toilet paper around your pad on your underwear. So this is just going to give you an extra layer of protection, and once you go to the washroom you can just remove the toilet paper and you're all fresh and clean right away. So I love this in particular because it's going to really ensure that you don't get those leaks, especially because it's also going to go all the way around your underwear. Speaking of leaks, a life hack I have for you is to make sure that you don't leak is to double up on your underwear. I like to wear two underwear sometimes if I have a very long day and I'm just really scared and I don't want to leak, let's say, because that happens to the best of us. Sometimes you do go through that awkward situation, and to make sure you avoid this at all costs, I like to double up on underwear. This is just gonna give a less of a chance of any leakage. Another life hack is to wear long shirts that cover your butt during your period. So if you do wear pads and you double up, you can kind of see a bulk on your pants, or you can sometimes even see the outline of your pad that you're wearing. So to just avoid this, I like to wear long shirts that cover the bum. It just gives you that extra security blanket, or you can of course just tie a sweater around your waist because that gives an extra layer of clothing on top of your behind, but I just feel the most comfortable when I do this. Speaking of feeling more comfortable, near that time of the month, our girls tend to swell, they tend to be more tender and just more sensitive. So a tip I have for you is to switch out your padded wired bras for wireless bras. This is just gonna be a lot more comfortable for your girls, and it's just less bulk and pressure on them is when you just go for that wireless option. You can get wireless bras anywhere, any bra shop, wherever you want. I just like to wear this especially near my period time. Number 7 is to cut out any salty snacks. So near the time of the month, we all get very bloated and our body swells, and you kind of just feel uncomfortable. To make sure you don't make the swelling worse and the bloating worse, make sure you stay clear from salty snacks. Make sure you go for unsalted foods and things such as fruits. Those are great options to have near your period. Speaking of bloating, this next life hack is for that, and all you have to do is take an elastic band or a hair tie, put it through the hole of your jeans and wrap it around your button. So if you're feeling really bloated and you're wearing jeans or something, it's just gonna give you a little bit more extra stretch around the belly area, which is needed near that time, may I add, because I just feel so bloated on the belly area. And sometimes I wanna wear my jeans, but they just feel a little bit too uncomfortable near my period. So this is a great tip to still wear those jeans, but be comfy at the same time. This next hack is for those times when your sweet cravings come to you, because sweet cravings come to me so much near that time of the month. Sometimes I just want to binge on chocolate and candies and everything sugar, you name it. If you're starting to get that sweet craving, make sure you have some fruit. Personally, I love to have watermelon during the time of the month for me, because watermelon are very high in water as well, and you should be making sure that you stay hydrated near your period, and it also helps with that craving of sweets. Whole fruits provide you with all the nutrients you need to combat weakness and fatigue, and also the natural sugars in fruits help to alleviate bloating. So fruits is just the better option to go for instead of going for all those sugary candies and chocolate, which I know you want, because the struggle is so real. This next life hack is to replenish your iron. So of course, when you're on your period, you're losing a lot of blood and your iron levels are going down. You need to make sure that you're replenishing your iron. Foods that are rich in iron include things such as egg yolks, spinach, lentils, beans, chickpeas, dried prunes, and so much more. But a tip I have for you is near your time of the month, try to have smoothies. So I have a whole video on different smoothie recipes, which are so yummy, may I add. So make sure you guys check that one out. But I like to have smoothies for my time of the month because you do get your source of fruit, which like I just told you is super great near your time of the month. But also I like to add spinach into my smoothies. If you're not a big spinach lover, just adding it into smoothies is the best option because you're going to get all those great nutrients, and also it's so great in iron, which is really important near that time of the month, but you can't taste it at all because it's completely blended and you can't taste the spinach at all, which is my favorite because I'm not a huge fan of spinach, I must say. But if you do want some yummy smoothie recipes, I definitely recommend checking my smoothies videos, and you could just add some spinach into any smoothie you make, especially when you're at school or maybe you're at work, wherever you may be where you don't want people to see that you have tampons or pads. You can actually sneak them in a water bottle. I like to throw my menstrual tools in a water bottle because no one would guess that you have your girl hygiene products in there. They're just gonna think you're carrying a water bottle. So I like to have 2 water bottles when I am on my time of the month. One with water, of course, and bring an extra one that you can't tell but has your hygiene products in it, and it's a really great tool to have when you don't want people to know that you're on your time of the month. Another life hack I have for you, especially when I was in high school, I definitely used a lot more pads, and I always felt really awkward opening up my pad when I was in the stalls because I just felt, I don't know why, I just felt so embarrassed, even though girls, you don't need to be embarrassed about periods because every girl gets it. It's just Mother Nature, you know? But if you do not want people to know what you're doing in the washrooms, a tip I have for you is to open the packaging of your pads before you actually use them. So when you're at home, just loosen up the packaging so that when you open them in the bathroom stall, it's not gonna make that loud noise and no one's gonna know what you're doing in there. Another life hack I have for you is to make sure that you're staying hydrated. It's really important to especially make sure you're staying hydrated near your time of the month. And I personally like to do detox water as well. What I mean by that is just having water and throwing in sometimes lemon into it or cucumbers. I love that. It just makes me feel a lot more better. It gives me energy and it replenishes my body. And especially feeling so bloated, you want to make sure that you are drinking a lot of water through the day because it's really going to help with that. And my last life hack has to do with menstrual cramps and just maybe PMS. If you get a little bit more moodier during that time of the month, all you need to do is have some lavender oil. Lavender oil is extremely great for your period. It helps to improve blood flow and in turn reduce cramping. Also, the calming and mental effects that lavender oil brings is super great to combat PMS. So if you do find yourself get a little bit more moodier, lavender oil is a very natural route to go down to help alleviate cramps and as well to help with your mood. So what I like to do is just rub it on the back of my neck, or you can even rub it right on your abdomen. If you don't want to take, let's say, Advil and all that stuff, you could definitely go down the natural route, and essential oils are super great for periods. Those are all the life hacks. I hope you learned something new and it just made that time of the month a little bit easier. If you guys want more period videos, thumbs it up. Leave any requests if you guys have any period related questions or want me to do any videos on other period topics. Click the subscribe button so you're part of the family. We are almost at 800,000, so if you guys subscribe and join the family, maybe we can make 800,000 beautiful Nicolettes soon. And if you guys click the bell, that would mean the world to me because it will notify you when I do upload, which is every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. So you can always expect an upload from me on those days. But I hope you guys are having an amazing day, evening, or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye!